So the um, the first thing that you should do is take the 8 caves, and your entry area is the top of the map, and so you can place your 8 caves anywhere within 8 hexes of the entry area. And I think that the caves have to go on hills. I
The
forget what
Browns
it
are hills.
is though.
Caves are out.
Okay, and then your sniper guy, so Geki Hay, he has to set up in a palm hex someplace within 8 hexes of your side of the board.
Okay.
So your other units, so everything else that you have can be set up at any time during your turn, during my turn, when something's happening, anytime you want. It can be set up any place within 8 hexes of your play area that has at least one cover that has no enemy units, and so you can just sort of like show up next to me or whatever. It's like you're ambushing me all over the place, kind of.
Sweet. Is that scenario rules?
Yeah, that's a rule for this scenario. You can set some up now if you want to set them up now, um, or you can hold off and just sort of set them up as we go.
Do I have to issue an order to set them up, or
No, you can place them at any. Oh no, it says you can't do it yet. At any time once play commences, and when you bring a squad in, that way it can carry one of the medium machine guns with it if you want it to. Um, and the sighting marker is something that may not come into play in this game. It depends on whether you play an event or an action that puts units in the infiltration box. Did you read that part of the rules?
yeah, briefly.
So we'll see if that comes up.
Actually, Chris, he puts a sighting marker on when a random hex is drawn.
Um, I don't think so. I think it's a scenario specific rule for this scenario. It's grouped with the hidden forces, so I think it goes in wherever he wants it to, whenever he wants it to, which is good for him. Okay, so the so along the top of the module, John, you'll see there's like a skull and crossbones icon, and to the left of that there are three icons with the different nationalities shown on them. So if you click on that rising sun icon, your hand window will pop up for you.
Got it.
And so it looks like in this, so you should see the initiative card in your hand. Is it showing there?
It is.
Okay, then so that's where the cards go. Now, as part of scenario setup, you need to draw um, 5 random objectives. So down at the bottom of the screen, if you scroll all the way down, you'll see there's the Axis objectives, the Open, and the Allied objectives.
I see
And
the
then
bars.
yeah, and way to the left, you see the objective draw pile.
Yes.
So you could just pull 5 of them out onto your side, and they will stay secret to me unless you right click and reveal them.
Are they randomized already, or do I shuffle them? Or
They're randomized. The way Vassal works, they create these little boxes. So I'll just show you for a second. So let me just pull one out and show you what I mean. So I pulled that out and I can see it. Can you see the one I just pulled out?
No, I cannot.
Now you can, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going to put it back. Now I'm going to pull again. And you see it's different. So every time the chip goes back into that draw pile there, it gets shuffled.
Sweet. Okay, so I need
You
5.
can pull out your next 4. If you pull out chit R or chit Z, reveal them and put them off to the side. They're not used in this scenario.
I didn't get that.
I haven't played very much Europe. I'm guessing that the objective thing works the same in Europe as it does in Pacific.
I own the game. I haven't played it.
Okay, well, so you get points for exiting off of the enemy side of the map, and it's based on there are arrows down along the bottom on my side of the map. There are arrows, and those arrows have little numbers in them that you have to scroll in pretty good to see. And so if you exit your forces off any of those areas, you'll get the number of victory points indicated on the arrow. But in this game, because of objective Y, you get +1 every time you exit a force. And it's the opposite for me on your side of the map. I get +1 for exiting. In this game, you're probably not going to do a lot of exiting. I'm sort of trying to attack you, I think. So that's one way you get victory points. And also, I'm just going to pull another. So that's where it says objective F, 2 equal, what does that say? 2 equals 2 VP. So there are 5 victory point locations on the map, numbered 1 through 5. What that objective F means is that whoever controls objective hex 2 gets 2 victory points, and that could swing back and forth. But so whatever it says in your secret objectives, you know that those are ways to get extra victory points, and I don't know I don't know which areas are more valuable to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the hidden ones, you don't know which ones to go for.
That's right. Although with 5 of them, I've got a good idea that I probably need to try to take a lot of those objectives from you. So now we can draw our cards. In your card hand window, it will say underneath each thing, it says draw a card. If you click that button, you will draw a card into that space.
And what stance am I?
You are a line defender, and I am an elite attacker. And you'll see, well, I think in this module it does it this way. I think if you try to click on the draw card for the recon stance, I don't think it will let you.
Yeah, I'm not drawing cards. I don't know what to do.
So you're in the when you entered this, did you enter as Japanese?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'm good. I've drawn from the wrong stack. I see now it works.
Okay, so you've got them.
Yeah, I got my 4 cards.
Yeah, you've got your 4, and I've got my 6. And I think you'll notice if you click on recon or attacker, it won't allow you to draw.
Exactly.
Okay. So, right, and so I can issue up to 4 orders, and you can issue up to 3, I think, right?
Yes.
And actually, let's check out that Sogaki Hei sniper guy. Make sure I know how he works.
I can tell you, man. He works as he fires like an ordnance. So you're gonna fire. You can find your range, draw a card, and you got to multiply. Then when time for him to hit instead of adding the rolls, he multiplies his rolls. So he's very nasty.
All right, well, that guy sucks. I'll have to try to kill him right away. Okay, so the last thing before we get going, John, you'll see up along the top on the time track over to the right, it shows that there's a victory point track there. There's the rising sun, which has no number, and there's the Commonwealth symbol that has 5. So I start this with 5 victory points, which is how the scenario is set up. Um, although you, at this moment, if the game ended right now, however many victory points your objective kits are worth, you would have. So in reality, I might not really have 5 right now. So I think it's time to get going, and I take the first turn. So I'll just go ahead and start